Hey, there's Wisconsin Wine Guy, and I am continuing my taste in Chile. Now, this time I'm going to go red. Now, you look at this bottle here. Is that familiar? Casillero del Diablo. How many times have you seen that brand on your grocery store shelves? All right. So you may have seen it on the grocery store shelves, you may have seen it on liquor store shelves, and you may have seen it in some wine shops, right? So Casillero del Diablo is a brand that we're all familiar with. You may recall when I did a review of the Carmenere, and I'll post a link to that, or actually there'll be a link to it in the video. You'll see the image in the video, so we'll do that. And so you can see what I thought about the Carmenere. So Malbec is going to be the grape here from Casillero del Diablo. You know, this is going to be year 2020, alcohol at 13%. Now, I'll give you something else. Casiller del Diablo, Castle of the Devil or House of the Devil. Now, that was a very, very interesting story about that, which I talked about it in, when I did the Carmenere. So I'll give you a summary. You know, it's not anything about, evil or devil worship, but it was a ploy that they utilized to stop burglars from stealing the wine. Being superstitious, being highly religious, if you thought that there was association with something bad, evil, or the devil, you didn't want no parts of it. So that was their security technique, of the time. But you can read more about that. That link is inside the Carmenere video. So when I fix the Carmenere video, you'll be able to go and take a look at that and read the story. It's a cool story. I always enjoy it. So I just gave you the summary. We're going to pour some of this Malbec. Now, I've always enjoyed Malbecs. When I think of Malbecs, I think of, as far as the juice of the Malbec, I think of like Syrah, I think of like Zinfandel, I think of like Petite Syrah, something that's robust, that's juicy. Those are the kind of Malbecs I remember just weighty and full. But again, we're talking about styles. So I had to reset my processes here, when tasting wine, and truly start not only tasting wine for its taste, but putting it in its style category. All Malbecs aren't going to be like full and robust and dense and rich. It's not going to happen. Okay, some are going to be a lot less, but the quality and the structure of the wine should still be there. Right? Right. Okay. So the 2020. Casillero del Diablo Malbec. And that's it. I've always been a fan of Malbecs. You look at that color. All right, let's put it right here. We're talking ruby, man. Look at that. Ruby dark. All right, so that's pretty nice. Starts off with a little more like a garnet color, and it gets dark as it goes down the glass. That's what I think about when I think about Malbecs. But some can be even richer, for like even like more extraction to it, or less fining to it. So the nose, oh man, true to source, dark berries abound, and I detect notes of like nutmeg on this one here. Wow, I mean, so that nose is phenomenal. It's funny, you think about it. If you've been drinking wine for a while or drinking a specific varietal, specific grape, and over the years, and let's say you haven't had that in a while, that particular grape, all of a sudden you smell it, oh my God, there's a smell. So anything less than that, you know that there's something going on, right? So again, the character of the grape or the varietal is very important. If you're going to say it's a Malbec, I want to smell it to be similar in characteristics of a Malbec. Cabernet the same, Merlot the same, Petite Sirah the same. It needs to be close. Sangiovese. It needs to have that character identity. Right, there we go. Two-step process. First, going to be the rinse. Got to fill the acidity. You know me, no acidity, no play. I want liveliness in my wine, even if it's a full-bodied, rich wine, a red wine. I need to have some life to the wine on my palate, because we're talking about, wine doesn't have to be drank alone. Wine has to work with food. There we go. Okay. Mouth is watering, that's a good sign. It's cask age or wood age, barrel age. You can kind of pick up on some of that, though, which is nice. But it's not crazy. It's just there. I love the mouthfeel. Again, when I rinse, it's all over. I want every crevice in my mouth to taste, to feel this wine. Tannins are like soft. I mean, like soft, man. I mean, they're there, but I think it's very well blended. All right, let's go for the taste. Nice finish, nice berry and plum finish for me. Okay, now I'm just checking for how does it spread across my palate. All right, it has a nice juiciness to it, dry finish. I mean, rather light. I mean, it's not full bodied. I mean, I think it's at this level in their Reserva. It's this particular one, just like I believe I said about the Carmenere, it's just a decent everyday drinker. You know, it's not going to be complex, not going to be over the top. But I think it's a great everyday drinking wine, you know, for Malbec. But again, we're talking about styles. So we're talking, you know, more medium, you know, more soft fruit, okay? Good food pairing wine. Okay, so now let's put it in perspective. The 2020 Casillero del Diablo Malbec, we're coming in at 13% alcohol. I'm gonna give it a 3/4. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Hanging at a party, I would drink this. But if I wanted to wow my friends with a Malbec, it wouldn't be this one. Especially if it's a first-time wine drinker and I want to introduce them to Malbec, I would probably do this one and then one at a much more robust level, so you can get what Malbecs are intended to taste like, and also it depends on where it's coming from too. But like the Malbecs from France, you know, it's going to be completely different than a Malbecs from, say, Argentina. Okay. And this is coming from Chile. So there's a little earthiness to it. All right? But again, I would drink this. I think this is going to be a fantastic food partner. All right? A fantastic food partner. And a good everyday sipper. 3/4. You know, I would buy it. Okay? I don't know. It wouldn't be one that I would keep on hand steadily. But if I was in the store and trying to look for wine in a pinch, I would buy it and drink it for supper. Have it, if I get friends coming over and we're just simply gonna, you know, drink some wine, I would bring it out and I would put it in a bag, or I'd cover it up so you don't know what it is and just let them drink. Or I may just decant it and just let them drink. So there you have it. The Casillero del Diablo 2020 Malbec Wisconsin wine. I gave that 3/4. I would drink it. Hopefully you would enjoy it too. And we'll see you next time when we explore wines on the shelves of your everyday stores. Enjoy. Ciao.